Hey everyone, Jim Yord here. You know, everyone worries about something sometimes, whether it's the bills you have to pay, or your unruly kids and the trouble they're getting into, or that performance review that you have next month. Heck, I'm even a little worried right now myself because I have some packing to do that I haven't started yet. But a little bit of worry actually isn't a problem. It's healthy because it can motivate you to check things off your to-do list, to get the things done that you want to get done. Psychologically, worry tends to be associated with future-oriented thinking. And this makes sense because what your brain is trying to do is project out into the future any potential problems that you might face and then help you figure out how to avoid them, work around them, or take action to avoid them down the road. So it's trying to look out for you. But as you know, there's a cost to worrying about things, which is that as you're doing that, you also tend to be less at ease and less peaceful right now in the present moment. Furthermore, it's also all too easy for that worry to tip over into anxiety, which is a really widespread problem. In the last year, about 3% of the US population will have experienced anxiety, about 6% in their lifetime. And if you expand that to include things like social phobia and agoraphobia, other types of anxiety, then about 20% of people will be touched by anxiety in one way or another over the course of their lifetime. Now, don't worry about trying to diagnose yourself whether you have anxiety. If you are experiencing worry to the extent that you're having trouble meeting your roles in life, your obligations, or you otherwise feel like your quality of life is being impaired, then go see a professional and they will assess you and determine if you have generalized anxiety disorder or some other type of diagnosable type of anxiety. What they'll be looking for is whether you're worried about one thing in particular or a variety of things. And if there are any other symptoms that are showing up, like irritability or restlessness, or maybe even muscle soreness. But again, don't overthink this. If you feel like you might have a mental health problem, go see a therapist and they'll check you out. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is how mindfulness meditation can help you, whether you're experiencing full-blown anxiety or you just have those day-to-day worries that are kind of piling up on you and making it difficult for you to relax and feel at ease. So in a nutshell, mindfulness meditation is the practice of cultivating three things: awareness, curiosity, and acceptance of your unfolding moment-to-moment experience of life. So why would this be helpful with worry or anxiety? Well, if you think of the problem, as I mentioned a minute ago, as your mind sort of running amok, it's spending too much time, it's becoming over-involved, over-invested in the future and trying to figure things out so you don't make a mistake. Well, that's getting up in your head and moving away from your present moment experience of life, right? We've all had that experience of maybe walking down the street to go to the store and sort of arriving at the store automatically, kind of on autopilot, with no real memory of how we got there. Well, it's in those moments when you're mindless, when you're checked out. And when you're in that mode, your mind tends to ruminate. It tends to proliferate these thoughts about the future, also about the past sometimes too. And it starts that snowball effect that can lead into anxiety. So one way that we can stop this process is by practicing mindfulness meditation, coming back to our present moment experience and exploring it with curiosity and then acceptance of whatever is there. So what this does is not turn off our brain so that we don't think. We wouldn't want to do that any more than we're trying to make our heart stop beating. Our brains think, and that's a good thing. What we're doing, one of the things that we're doing with mindfulness practice, is developing a broader perspective on our experience. All too often we invest too much in our thoughts. If we have a thought, we believe it to be true, and our thoughts can take up the lion's share of our awareness. And with mindfulness practice, what we're doing is coming back to our present moment experience and noticing that our thoughts are just one of many things that are happening in any given moment, including our physical sensations, things we can see and hear and smell and taste. All of these things comprise our present moment experience, not just our thoughts. So with consistent practice, we can more readily come back to our home base in our present moment experience and have those future-oriented thoughts that cause us distress become less sticky, less able to grab us and carry us away. So I encourage you to give mindfulness meditation practice a try, and as best you can, try it for an extended period of time, meaning not necessarily long periods of time every day, but try to do some every day for some period of time. So maybe 5 minutes a day to start would be great. Just get into the habit of doing it, finding a place to come to rest, to pay attention to what's showing up in your present moment experience. Give it a good college try for a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and see if you develop an experience of life that feels more at ease, more comfortable for you, and if you feel a little bit less worried. So one thing you can do is head over to my website at jimyort.com/meditate, and there I have some free guided meditations for you to try right now. I've got a couple of 15-minute ones, a couple of 30-minute ones, and a couple of 40-minute ones too, I think. So start with the 15-minute ones if you're new to mindfulness meditation, and see what you think. Give it a try and see how you like it. All right? Well, that's what I have for you today. I hope this served you, and please head down below and click like and share this video if you found it helpful at all. Let people know in your life who might be experiencing worry or anxiety about this video, and maybe it can help them too. And again, please head over to my website at jimyort.com, and there you'll find, in addition to those guided meditations, all kinds of other resources. I've got articles, podcasts about mindfulness and many other personal development topics, as well as some free downloads that can help accelerate your process of personal growth. So thank you very much for joining me today, and as usual, I wish you all the best in your journey to thrive from the inside out. See you next time.